Hi, I'm Gary Kemp, guitarist and songwriter from Spandau Ballet. This is a really special venue. I went to visit it a few weeks ago. It's part of the old County Hall, which is now partially the London Film Museum, and it incorporates the old debating chamber, and it looks like a mini House of Lords, red leatherback chairs with those kind of wind-driven speakers in the, when you see those old lords falling asleep, they're actually listening to the speakers here. They're all installed, and it's a venue it's a location for Harry Potter too. I'm not quite sure what scenes, but it's really beautiful. It sort of rises up out of the ground like a lecture theatre, but in an oval shape. And it's a series of events that the Evening Standard are going to be putting on there, standard sessions, and it's a kind of intimate evening where Robert Elms will be interviewing me, and I'll read some from my book, and I'll play some songs, probably Spandau songs, sort of in the way that they were originally written, and a bit of Q&A.
What's it like with the Q&A when you can get answers from the floor? Are you the sort of person that wants to vet the questions beforehand? Are you pretty free?
No, I'm pretty free. I mean, the best question I ever had was, tell me something I don't already know. Well, it wasn't my fault that she's just been to everything I've ever done, or read every interview I've ever done. And in fact, there probably isn't much left that she doesn't already know.
It's probably more stuff you've forgotten that she still knows.
It's too scary.
With that, I mean, do you play acoustic versions, did you say?
Yeah, Through the Barricades, True, Gold, whatever, It's a sort of story of my life, really. Growing up in Islington and discovering that I was a songwriter, and I was also an actor as a child, and Robert has been very much part of my life from an early age. He's one of the original Blitz kids with me, so we talk a lot about youth culture in London. Show some clips, and it seems to work. I did it once at the British Music Experience a couple of months ago, and it makes a change from the big razzmatazz that I've been doing with Spandau over the last couple of years. Where it's just, it costs a fortune, and it's all about the lights and the show and the noise, and so I'm enjoying this.
You've done gigs in all manner of places. I remember I think it was last year, a bit before that, I came to a race course that you were doing some of the gigs there. Do you? Is it nice, to do it in more unusual places, and also sort of what has been the most unusual place for a gig?
Well, we started off doing really unusual places when we were kids. That was kind of our thing. I guess we took the baton from punk, and we wanted to be a band that didn't play conventional places. We had this kind of strange following of Blitz kids and New Romantics. And we played the HMS Belfast on the Thames, which was great because people were I remember someone stole a rowing boat and they scaled the side and tried to get in free. Philip Salon came along in a wedding dress, covered in light bulbs, and plugged himself into the wall and just stood there flashing all night. The purser wasn't expecting what he got. I think we pretended that we were renting it out for a coming down party for Oxford, and there might be a small quintet playing. Was that okay? And of course it was our gig, but we played cinemas and all kinds of places in those days just to make things different.
The next line is I want the truth to be